What's up, guys? Today I'm doing kind of a fun video. I'm going to be watching and sitting through every single intro from the Street Fighter series, and then I'm going to rank them all from best to worst, kind of on their cinematic qualities here. This was inspired by Pat Gill and Allegra Frank over at Polygon. They've done this with a few other series, but they haven't done Street Fighter, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've got my little notepad here for writing down the ranking. But for now, let's start off and watch the first intro here. So this one is Street Fighter 1. Guy punches a hole in a wall. His jacket says Street Fighter, and that's the logo. And I think that's the whole intro. Okay, so by default, you know, Street Fighter 1. We'll just throw that in there. By default, it's both first and last on the list right now. But I don't think that it's going to stay very high for long. You know, no music, a horrible ear-melting sound effect when he punches the wall. That one's pretty bad, but we got nowhere to go but up, so let's continue. Here we got Street Fighter 2. For the arcade, by the way. This is the arcade version of Street Fighter 2. The World Warrior. So, I think that's it as well. But I guess we'll let the music play out. These early ones are short, man. Okay, oh no. We can't get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Street Fighter 2, definitely superior to Street Fighter 1. I'm going to put it above. But not that amazing. Like, first of all, the two guys punching each other are not even characters in the game, so I don't know what that's about. But the music kind of bangs, so I'll allow it. Let's move on. Oh, this is Super Nintendo version, I believe. Yeah, we don't get any guys punching each other in this one. We just get the word turbo flashing across the screen. And then this, I guess. Okay, we get stats. We get some stats about the various characters. I don't know if that technically counts as part of the intro, or if that's more of like the attract screen. But I'm gonna put that below Arcade World Warrior, I think. Street Fighter 2 Turbo SNES. I mean, there was really nothing there, right? It was just like turbo flashing across the screen and then some stats about Ryu. I think that belongs in second place. Oh, snap. We're on to Super Street Fighter 2. The first Street Fighter 2 game to be on the CPS2 platform. Big hardware upgrade. I mean, first of all, this one gets bonus points for being the only one to actually show a character that you can pick in the game. The other ones were like random dudes. I don't know who was wearing the jacket in Street Fighter 1, but this one at least it shows Ryu. So I think it deserves some props for that. I think by far this is the best one so far. Super Street Fighter 2. And then Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is pretty similar, but I believe they add some stuff. Yeah, see, we got Chun-Li. A different theme song as well. Cammy. Oh god, don't look at this part, guys. This always gross. Ugh, why does she lick her lips? That always grosses me out when I play this game. Oh yeah, and Akuma. They added Akuma for Super Turbo. Nice. I feel like the freeze frame of Ryu doesn't really look like Ryu. Like, does this look like Ryu? I don't really think it looks like him, but otherwise this was pretty hype, I think. I love the lightning too. Alright, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. The question is, did we prefer the simplicity of the original Super Street Fighter 2, Or do we prefer sort of the new cutaways, the little extra angles that they added with Super Turbo? I think I do prefer that, honestly. Even with Cammy licking her lips, I think that that was overall preferable. We got a little tease about Akuma. We got like, we got to see other characters other than just Ryu. So I think that one's in the lead so far. But let's move on. Oh, we're getting we're getting some arcade splash screens now. Oh, snap. Street Fighter Alpha. This one actually shows gameplay. What an idea. Actually show people what the game is going to look like. Beautiful art too. Rose introduced for this game. Okay, that was pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but honestly, I think it's the best one. We're pretty much just getting better as we go, but that's probably not going to remain true forever. So I'm going to put Street Fighter Alpha. So why do I think this one is the best so far? It actually shows us gameplay. That's a big plus. Really gorgeous art. It shows us like a handful of characters. It even shows like Ryu and Ken shooting the beams at each other, the Kamehamehas. You know, I guess that would be like a Shinku Hadouken, but you know what I'm getting at. That one was pretty sick. So that's number 1 so far. Oh, snap. Okay, we're on to Alpha 2. Yo, Akuma and the fire. Okay, so here I think we get to see a bunch of supers. Yeah, we get to see supers in the background. And some portraits. I wish they would show us Zangief super, though. I don't know about that Sakura face. We might have to go back to that. Oh yeah, and here's like the Alpha, the Final Fight characters, right? Other than Sagat. Dan breaking some bricks. Again, Ryu and Ken shooting Kamehamehas at each other. That was pretty godlike. I think that one's the best one, but hold on, I want to go back to something real quick. I do think that this is probably the best one, but I do have I have a slight problem with Sakura's face here. What's happening? I know she's like smiling and like wiping her nose, but I don't know. Something about that just her face looks a little janked up to me. But we'll allow it. I think that this one's number 1. Continuing our upward trend, each one is better than the last, at least so far. I think that one was even better. Street Fighter Alpha 2. It was like the first one, but we just got more of it. Plus, don't forget the part with Akuma and the burning fields. That's incredible. So that one was great, but let's move on. Okay, nice of the announcer to already tell us what game it is, just so there's no ambiguity. You might have to forgive the quality on this one. It has like weird scan lines on it from wherever this was ripped. Already I'm like struggling to tell what's going on. Triumph or die. Wait, what? Show no mercy. They're showing the characters so fast, I can't even, like, take in what's happening. Is this, like, subliminal messaging? I don't know, guys. Like, I wanted to like that one. But I feel like I have to watch it again. I didn't really take anything in that just happened. Like, look at how fast this is. This is, like, pure ADD. Oh, yeah, they added Blanca, Honda, Vega, Cammy. They added a lot of characters in this game. Oh, yeah, even Cody and Mika. They were not in Alpha 2. Yeah, I mean... Okay, so this is definitely like the most out there of all the ones we've seen. I think this is definitely... It tried a lot, right? It tried a lot of new things. The like words on screen, flashing between them, showing all the characters in that rapid fire style. They went out on a limb. Do I think it's better than Alpha 2? Probably not. Alpha 2 was a lot easier to follow, and I think it just generally had like better art. It had like some cool art. This, it was just like portraits. I think I'm putting it ahead of Alpha, but behind Alpha 2. I think this is the first time where it's not just an improvement. I didn't hate it, but like it was very hard to keep track of. Oh god, okay, we have another Alpha 3 here. So far it looks pretty similar. Okay, but we got Fei Long now, DJ, T-Hawk, Guile, Eagle. I don't even know that character's name. Yun. So they added a lot of characters for this one, I guess, but Alpha 3 Max. Look, they couldn't even get the announcer to say Max. I mean, that one was pretty much the exact same, right? Did we like it better than the original Alpha 3? I think I would probably give it like... I think I would give Alpha 3 a slight edge because, if I recall correctly, it showed the sprites of the characters. Hold on, let's back up. Did this show the sprites of the characters? Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, maybe it didn't. For some reason, I thought that this showed character sprites. Oh, yeah, there's like Blanca. Okay, Honda. Okay, I'm not crazy. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. I guess this did it too. Okay. Yeah, this one's honestly kind of cool. I mean, okay, these are going to be adjacent to each other. The question is just which one is higher. I think I'll put Max slightly higher. Okay. Let's move on. Don't want to get too hung up on any individual one of these. Oh. New jingle for the Capcom logo. Parental advisory, animated violence mild. Recycle it, don't trash it. Okay. This one gets some props for the environmental message. Huh. I feel like I have to watch that again. That went so fast. Is this for real? Like, that was so fast. I thought they were going to show more. And it's like all Alex. I mean, we get like a brief glimpse of the other characters and Gil. That one's pretty plain. I don't know, man. Like, what did they even show us? They showed us like a couple sketches of each character. They showed us like a few big pieces of art of Alex. I mean, they were pushing Alex to be kind of the main character of Street Fighter 3. But overall, I think that was pretty weak. I think I would put that below both Alpha 3s. Maybe even below Alpha 1, to be honest. And the music wasn't that good either. Could we conceivably put this below ST? Is that crazy? I don't really think it is. I think ST is even better. I think I might put it here. Honestly, that was so weak. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm way off base here, but that was lame. That was not that good, but let's keep moving through the Street Fighter 3 series. Pride. Oh, okay, this is sick. Now we're talking. This is what I'm talking about right here. Power. Oh yeah, this game was called Giant Attack, and so they advertised the fact that their characters were freaking huge. They added Urien and Hugo. You can't escape, dude. Okay, that was pretty godlike. Honestly, that might be my favorite one so far. That might be number one for me. I don't know. It was just so cool how they had the gameplay, they had the parries. That was sick. And like the flashing words up on screen, like to set the mood. That was godlike. I think I'm going ham and putting this first. This game has legendary 2 colons, right? Does the actual logo have 2 colons? How do they phrase it? Oh, no colons at all. Street Fighter 3 Second Impact Giant Attack. Yeah, that one was godlike. That was so cool. Okay. But now we're moving on to the one everybody knows and loves. The third iteration of Street Fighter 3. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. It's all about victory. There is no limit. Oh, this is so sick. Okay. Okay. So obviously that was perfect, right? In its own way, that was perfect. But I have some questions. Like, first of all, they didn't show any gameplay. That's a big downside. They didn't even show any sprites. They didn't show what the game's gonna look like whatsoever. It was just like some sketches. Okay, so I think it's definitely worse than Second Impact. Is it better than Alpha 2? I mean, the music carries so much of the weight. The music is really like 90% of the appeal for this one. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's the best music of like any of these by far. Not even close. I mean, everything about it. The corny rapping, the beat with like the soul singing, it's just incredible. I don't know if I can in good conscience put it above Alpha 2, but I think I would put it above Alpha 3. Okay, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future. Also, I want to point something out. Let's see if we can find it. It's all about victory. I just want to look at one of these real quick. Nope, not that one. Oh, we missed it. What's up with handsome Urien? Can we talk about this? This is like handsome Squidward, but for Urien. What is this, man? He looks like, I don't know. He looks like a smoldering lead in a movie. Oh god, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay. So I'm happy. I think third place for Third Strike makes sense. But now we're getting into the really long ones now. All the arcade ones are out of the way. I think we're about to get in the really long ones. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. If this gets my video a copyright strike, it's worth it, guys. Never forget this theme song, okay? I'm not even gonna talk over it. Once it gets to the vocals, I'm gonna let it rock. And we can take in these visuals too. Oh, the flash kick! Oh, and it's the shape of the Akuma kanji. Oh my god, this is so sick. Okay, the art style is a little bit weird, like, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on because everything has this weird, like, paint on it. But good lord. And you think that it's over, right? When Indestructible ends, you think it's over, but nah, we got like a whole other part here. Why is Chun just sitting down? Oh, because she's going to do spinning bird kick, guys. At no one in particular. And Bison's like hooked up to some kind of alien machine. We got Seth, my least favorite Street Fighter character. Ken with the uppercut. Oh my god, this is so cool. I mean, it's probably just nostalgia speaking. Oh, and he thinks he got him, but Ryu's blocking it. This is so sick. Okay, I'll stop like fanboying out. But you gotta admit, this is awesome. Goken and Goki fighting. So classic, man. Oh, the Raging Demon. Oh, that sounded way too wet, though. That was kind of disturbing. I mean, this is gorgeous, right? Good lord. I mean, how incredible was that? That was so sick. Good lord, man. They had like everything. Oh, Guile like charging up the Sonic Boom and he's like, "Ugh." And the flash kick to Abel's face. Dude, that was so godlike. Honestly, that's gotta be #1, right? It pains me because you guys know I love the classics, right? You guys know I love Third Strike. I love Alpha 2. These are my favorite. I love Super Turbo. These are my favorite Street Fighter games. But that was so godlike. I gotta put it #1. I feel like the comments are gonna tear me apart if I don't put it #1. It was so good. And plus, Indestructible. Indestructible is a straight banger. And then after Indestructible ends, you're like, okay, I guess it's over. But no, there's like a whole other 3 minutes of badass. Street Fighter 4 has got to be #1. That was way too good. But let's move on before I get too hype. Oh my god. I think we're on Super Street Fighter 4 now. Noticeably different art style. It's a lot less like big inky splotches and a lot more like cross-hatching. Also, no Indestructible. Loses a lot of points for that. But I do love how, so like this intro, it could take place immediately after the last one ends. Do you know what I mean? It's like we didn't see any resolution between them, but we just go straight back into them fighting. Are they in a different location? Maybe. But I'm sure in their lives, it all blurs together, you know? It's like every day training together. I don't know what I'm saying, but... Whoa, I don't know what just happened, but... Oh, no, Ken's fine, guys. It's chill. Oh, yeah, they added a Buki in this version. Her little Tanuki friend. Oh, turn the beat back. Oh yeah, Juri. They added her in this version. A new rival for Chun-Li. I believe also this is a level, right? Was this a level that they added in Super Street Fighter 4? Like the construction site? Pretty cool. Okay, Super Street Fighter 4. This one's going to be pretty hard for me to place, okay? I'm obviously, without a doubt, it's worse than 4, right? Like, there's absolutely no question that Vanilla Street Fighter 4 had a better intro. But the question is, how far down is it? Like, in terms of, like, dollars spent, I'm sure that Super Street Fighter 4 is, like, 100 times as much as, like, any of these. I'm sure in terms of how much time and effort they spent on that intro, it's way above any of these. But there's a certain charm to the shorter ones. Like Street Fighter 4, even though it was long, I didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome because it was so gripping the entire way through. But this was a lot more boring. I would prefer like a short but exciting one like Second Impact or Alpha 2 versus a longer and boring one. So, I don't know, it kind of feels bad to put something that's so visually impressive and obviously like so much care put in the choreography, and it like does what you need. It introduces the new characters, shows a new stage. Oh, so I feel bad putting it anywhere other than second, but I feel like I just have to go with my heart. I think that it was definitely worse than Giant Attack. Was it worse than Alpha 2? Was it worse than Third Strike? I think maybe I'll put it behind Alpha 2, but ahead of Third Strike. And I'm sorry if you're cursing at me in the comments because you disagree. I just thought it was kind of weak. I don't know. I didn't think the art style was as good. It just didn't have the same level of cinematic fury as Vanilla Street Fighter 4. So I prefer kind of the shorter ones that are more to the point and kind of communicate the information more efficiently. So that's why I'm putting it fourth. Again, sorry if you disagree, but this is a subjective list. Moving on, I believe we might be on to Ultra at this point. A bunch of stills, huh? What's this nonsense? I didn't come here for stills. Okay, and then it's some reused footage from the last one. Some reused footage from the first one. It just reminds you of what better intros were like, guys. So I guess this whole thing is just going to be a mashup. Oh wait, Poison's new. They added Poison for this one. Hugo, they added Hugo. So we got some new stuff. Oh yeah, Rolento. This was a pretty cool game, Ultra. Bison and that weird alien thing. Oh yeah, they added Elena. Maybe the worst decision they made with this game. I like Elena, don't get me wrong, but she ruined a lot of tournaments. Alright guys, now's the time where I have to hate a little bit, okay? Ultra Street Fighter 4, probably the best version of Street Fighter 4, and yet has probably the worst intro, okay? Like, first of all, half of it was just reused from the previous two intros, but like, out of context, none of that makes sense. Like, Ibuki throwing an apple at a guy, like, we have no context for that. And then they even, like, reused shots in the same trailer. Like, I couldn't believe that. Like they show Poison here whenever that happens. Maybe I skipped it. Yeah, so they show Poison here and it's like cool, and then at the end Watch, they're gonna reuse all those shots again. Yeah, see, like, they couldn't even get, like, new shots for those brief looks at the new characters. I don't know, guys. This was pretty weak. Definitely the worst of the Street Fighter 4s. So let's just decide how low we're gonna put it. I honestly would put Third Strike above this. I would honestly put Alpha 3 above this. I think maybe, like, it's better than Alpha 1. I think that's maybe where the cutoff is. Is it even, though? Maybe it goes, like, all the way down here. Maybe it goes all the way down here, because, like, these all have something cool and interesting about them. I acknowledge that Super Turbo is mostly reusing what's in Super Street Fighter 2, which is what I'm criticizing Ultra for. But Super Turbo, like, they punched it up. You know what I mean? Super Turbo, they took the existing intro and they just made it better. They added more interest. Whereas this, they just made it worse. They reused all this existing stuff and they just made it worse. So that one was kind of weak. So I'm putting it all the way down here. But let's move on. We only got a few more of these left. We're getting to the end of the Street Fighter franchise. I guess this would be Street Fighter V, hence the PlayStation logo. This art style is very interesting. Ken looking a little jank, though. Something interesting, I believe these are in-game models? Maybe they're not. No, I guess they're not. They're too detailed for that. Maybe I'm thinking of another one. But yeah, this art style is odd. It's like this watercolor art style. Oh, gotta love it. Mika and Geef. Okay, Nash back from the dead. That was pretty shocking to me when 5 came out and had Nash in it. I was surprised. Wow, it was kind of cool. Bison actually used one of his moves. Oh, Rashid. Bison used like his, what was that? Like his charge down up punch move or something. Oh, Lara, Necalli. See, the gang's all here. Pretty much everyone's represented. Oh, these are a lot of shots that ended up being reused in the story mode, I believe. I feel like how many of these intros end with like Ryu doing the whole Satsui no Hado thing? What is that pose, Necalli? This is pretty iconic though. The V on the face. Yeah, that wasn't bad. It just, like, visually, I thought it was actually a pretty big step down, unfortunately. Here, let's look at this Necalli pose real quick. What? What? He's, like, shrugging. He's like... I don't know about this. But yeah, overall, I don't think that was, like, that impressive. The music was okay, but... definitely not as good as Street Fighter 4. I think maybe I would put that like right here above Third Strike. I mean, get credit where credit's due. Like Third Strike, it's 90% the music is what has it up here. Third Strike has no character sprites. It has no action of any kind. It's just still images. So I think I'll put I'll put it below Super Street Fighter 4. Like if we hadn't already seen Street Fighter 4, and like our expectations are set so high, I would not be as down on this as I am. But like Street Fighter 4, it looks better. The art style is a lot more distinct. I felt like the action was a lot more interesting and stylized. Whereas this, it looked like like an in-engine cutscene kind of. I'm probably being a little bit too harsh, but that's just how I feel. And I think that we might be on to the last one here. Street Fighter V AE Arcade Edition. I believe that's this one. We got some splash screens. This is beautiful. And then big feet ass Ryu's got to come in and ruin the beautiful scenery. Oh yeah, we got we got Simba Akuma. Okay, so I had mentioned last time that I thought those might have been in-game models, but now like I'm certain, right? These are definitely their in-game models, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. It's hard to tell. But like something about them, they just kind of look like, you know, they look like Barbie dolls or something, you know what I mean? Like they're just like a little bit too smooth. Their hands and feet like don't quite have any motion to them. They look a little off to me. Oh, I love this though. This is amazing. The ray of light. That's beautiful. Oh yeah, they added Blanca, added Sakura. Oh yeah, Menat. Probably my favorite Street Fighter V character. G. Never played as G. What a weird character. Zeku, he's pretty cool too. So like these are neat, like little dioramas, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of interesting, but it kind of contributes to that whole like they look like toys thing, you know what I mean? Of course, Cody has to break through a wall in every intro. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause the. Wait, in Street Fighter 1, is that Cody breaking the wall? Can we talk about that? Is that Cody breaking the wall in Street Fighter 1? Hell, is that Cody punching the guy in Street Fighter 2? He is blonde. You know there's only one blonde guy in Street Fighter. We'll have to revisit this theory. But yeah, so like I was saying, like the little dioramas are cool. Like this one here, like it's like they're not really in Thailand. They're on like a sound stage that's made to look like Thailand. It's a little bit weird, I gotta say. Oh, the deformation! Why is he made of jelly? Oh god. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, guys. Dude, Ryu, he's too muscly. He can't swim. Oh yeah, it's these guys that nobody cares about. See, like I said also, every intro has to end with Ryu doing the whole Satsui no Hado thing. Yeah, that's gotta be an in-game model, for sure. Alright, Arcade Edition. Before I rank this, I want to revisit my theory. I want to revisit my theory that... Could this be Cody? Could it be? I mean, who else would it be? I mean, it's honestly never occurred to me before that it's like a knowing homage, like breaking through the wall is an homage to Street Fighter 1. That's never occurred to me before. And let's look at these guys. Look, that looks just like SF5 Cody. That looks just like him. He's in the white t-shirt and everything. All right. Whether it's true or not, in my head canon, this is Cody. Who's this guy? I have no idea. You might be thinking like it's Balrog or something, but he's not wearing boxing gloves. Balrog's hair was like never that big. It's just some random guy, but in my head canon, this is Cody. But anyway, let's rank this last one, Street Fighter V AE. Honestly, better or worse than Street Fighter V? Better or worse? On the plus side, like, it showed all the characters. It took its time, which I liked. But I feel like most of my complaints about this are on like a technical level. I just didn't think it looked good. Like I said, the characters kind of looked like Barbie dolls. I do think they were in-game models and it showed, right? Like Street Fighter 4, those are as far as possible from in-game models. In Street Fighter 4, they made cutscene models to look beautiful. It's possible that I'm wrong and they just had really good post-processing that made it look that good, but I'm pretty sure those were not the in-game models in the Street Fighter 4 intro. The Street Fighter 5, it looked like it was in-engine. It looked like it was in-engine. It wasn't like pre-rendered. So on a technical level, I didn't really like the AE intro. But the question is, where does it end up? I think, maybe we put Ultra Street Fighter 4 down here. Maybe I could put it like here. It was definitely not offensive to me in the way that Ultra Street Fighter 4 was. Like, that was offensive. They just reused what they already had. And I know that this was just like a re-release. It wasn't like a brand new game, but I mean, come on, put a little more effort into it. But I think I'm comfortable putting it ahead of these. These were kind of the weaker of the old games. So yeah, that's the end of the list. Let's run down our final rankings, starting at the bottom. Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2 Turbo for Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior for arcade, Super Street Fighter 2 for arcade, Street Fighter 3 New Generation, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, aka Super Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future, Street Fighter 5, Super Street Fighter 4, and then coming in at the top 3 in third place with the bronze, we got Alpha 2. With the silver, we got Street Fighter 3 Second Impact Giant Attack. And then the gold medal goes to Street Fighter 4. I mean, you got to admit, that's a killer intro. That is an absolute killer intro. They nailed it, man. They were working on that game for like 10 years, and I think the quality of intro, it shows. So nice work, Ono-san. Nice work to everyone who works on the Street Fighter franchise. Obviously, the ones from the older days, they had a lot less to work with in terms of technology. So still impressive for the time. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I know I'm doing something kind of weird, but I hope that you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. Let me know if you'd like to see more stuff like this in the future, like maybe Marvel games. We could do that. But let's think about it. So let me know in the comments if you disagree with the list. I want to hear your thoughts. And let me know if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.